Hello and welcome back to another brand new episode of At Ease No Media, where we discuss media related topics at ease. And this is the fourth episode of the series Advertising, where we will be discussing about the advertising campaign strategy. So let's begin. Welcome back, viewers. So this is the key slide of the topic campaign strategy, and the key points are the introduction of advertising campaign, the campaign objectives, approaches, the guidelines of advertising campaign, the strategic decision. So after completing the strategic decision, we will be covering the tactical execution. Finally, we will conclude this with the creative strategy. So let's start. Talking about advertising campaign strategy, like always, we will split the heading campaign and strategy. So, for a purposeful advertisement campaign, it is necessary to gather information and fact to build up an effective advertising strategy. That means to do something, to plan the advertising, we must gather informations, right? Now, what is campaign? Campaign means an organized course of action to promote a product or service. So, it's an organized, it's a formal process for promoting a product or service. Now, advertising itself is a promoting element or promoting tool. Now, before that promotion part, we must be well informed as an advertiser, or from the point of view of organization, we must know the consumer scheme. So, this campaign procedure can be followed in three types, which we have already discussed in the previous video. Link in the description and I button. Now, the main parts of campaign are the consumer feedback, the product research, and the market analysis. Under consumer feedback, there are motivational research, semiotic research, need-based research, quality, use, package, designing, distribution under the product research, and finally the market analysis, which is target market, demographic, group, and raw data. So this part, the consumer feedback, product research, and market analysis, is already explained in the previous video. So I would like to request you guys, please go and watch the previous video for a better understanding. Now moving on with the strategy part. Now we know the meaning of campaign. Campaign means an organized course of action to promote a product or service. Organized course of action to promote the product or service. Now talking about advertising strategy, it's all about to hit effectively to the consumer scheme. That means the consumers, how the consumer is thinking. So from the point of view of the advertisers, this certain things must be cleared. The study of the consumer in all possible patterns which are carried out through different kinds of researches. Now researches can be divided in two parts, that is the pre-campaign research and the post-campaign research. So before publishing the advertisement, research or homework is required, and after the launch of the advertisement, the consumer's temptation, the consumer's reaction must be also analyzed. So it aims to win the audience by their trust and loyalty. Now with the video, we will be understanding in a deeper level. To put it simple, advertising as a advertising strategy, we know the meaning of advertising campaign. Campaign means that formal organized way to promote products, and strategy means to do something effectively, strategical thinking. Now we will be moving on to the next slide. So student, what are the objectives of advertising campaign? There, advertising promotes, they are similar with the advertising's objective, right? So the campaign, if we research beforehand, because research is a must need while publishing any advertisement, this campaign helps us to hire the sale This campaign helps us to develop a better image for the product or service. This campaign also helps us in an effectiveness of the organization. That means it increases the trustworthy, the credibility of the organization or who the organization is advertising their product. And finally, it makes a position in the market. Position means it's a psychological concept. That means people are thinking about that product. That is brand positioning. We will be continuing in some next video. That means the main objectives are high sell, better image, effectiveness on the organization, and the position of the product. Now, what are the approaches? How this campaign can be done? So the first approach is the unique selling proposition approach. So when it comes to unique selling proposition approach, it means that the product is being sold in a unique way. The advertisement is created in such a way so that it highlights the unique aspect, the unique selling proposition, USP of the particular product. So this is a kind of advertising campaign. That means we are creating the advertisement. Before creating the advertisement, it's a kind of homework. So the advertisement, first type of advertisement can be of unique selling proposition approach. In unique selling proposition approach, the advertisers pay more focus on the unique selling proposition. Now coming to the second part, that is the brand image approach. So it involves psychology rather than the physical differentiation. So what is brand image approach? Where the advertisers focus more on the brand image. So we know in market we are having some branded products. So that particular brand also advertises, right? Now we know that Godrej is a famous brand. We know that Canon is a famous brand. We know that Maruti Suzuki is a famous brand. In spite of knowing it's a famous brand, they still advertise. So they're using their brand image approach. So now talking about the history part of this brand image approach, this approach was popularized by David Ogilvy, right? We all know him. So this particular concept was popularized by him, which rather involved psychology than physical differentiation. Now we will be moving on to the third part, that is the positioning approach. Positioning approach was introduced in 1970 with the help of Jack Trott. He introduced it on the basis of advertising strategy. So it's a kind of advertising strategy where we discuss the positioning approach. That means in customers' mind a clear meaning of what the product is. So if the customer is well aware of the fact, well aware of the product or service, that means the customer is having a certain image, having a certain position about that product in their mind. So the customer clearly knows what the product is about. Now the fourth point is the generic brand approach. So what is generic brand approach? It acknowledges the competitive brands. It claims superiority from the competitive brands. That means generic brand approach claims superiority. When there are many related products in the market, then this generic brand approach they are using. That means Pepsodent is better than 7up. क्या आपके टूथपेस्ट में नमक है? That means they are pinching or they are comparing other toothpaste brand with their product. That is the generic brand approach. So acknowledge the competitive brands. They are acknowledging the competitive brand and they are claiming superiority among the other brands. So the fifth point is the resonance approach. So where the creative team develops understanding about their targeted audiences. So in this approach, they predetermine the targeted group and they advertise for them only. That means this advertisement is for a specific targeted group. This is not for the mass advertising. This is for a targeted group. That means the resonance approach. So to sum it up, we are having five approaches of advertising. That are the strategies, which is the unique selling proposition approach, the brand image approach, the positioning approach, the generic brand approach, and finally the resonance approach. So these five approaches are the strategic advertising approach, which is determined before launching of the advertisement. Now coming to the part, the guidelines for planning an advertising campaign. And we know that planning without execution is useless and a part of hallucination. So its planning is a managerial function, right? Which we have discussed in media management, that planning, organizing, staffing, directing, motivating, coordinating, controlling. These are all the managerial function. Now planning is all pervasive, and it is necessary in advertising strategies and advertising planning as well. So what are the guidelines for advertising campaign strategies? First guideline is that first, unlike everything, we must identify the problems with the help of SWOT analysis. That means with the help of SWOT analysis, once we are aware of our own problems, we can solve it. So we must replace the weakness with strength and the threats with opportunities. Now when the problem is identified, when we have fixed the problem, now the next step comes the budget allotment, the budget of that particular advertisement. Budget is very much vital, right? So after selecting the budget, they moves on to the pre-testing. That means when the advertisement is already, the research work of the advertisement is going on, is conducting, at that particular point of time they must test the advertising. So that is the pre-testing. So the research work can be divided into two parts. One is the pre-testing, that means before the launch of the advertisement, and after it analyzes after the launch of the advertisement, that is the analysis of the advertisement, how the customers are reacting with the advertisement, how the customers are engaging with the advertisement. So after completing the pre-testing part, then it comes the selection of the target audiences for whom the particular advertisement is crafting. Now after the target audience is set, then it goes with the media selection, where to publish the particular advertisement, into newspaper, television, or in online advertising. This depends. Now after that it comes the language. In which language? This language is not English, Bengali, Hindi. This language is a semiotic language. How to craft that message? Should we simply craft that advertising, or it must be crafted with a signifier and signified approach, which are hidden meaning or which are double meaning approach? So it's depending on the language part. After the language, the most important part is that the visual and the copy. So after it determines with the visual and the copy, it's with the graphic design part, it's the text part, color part. So how it attracts the audiences, attracts its targeted audience. So this part is depending on the targeted audience. Though you can see over here an arrow, that means all these steps are interrelated with each other. So after the visual and the copy part, they moves on with the time and test. So it is the final testing part. So after this long process, identification of problem, the budget, the pre-testing, target audience, media selection, language, the visual and the copy part, they again test it for the effectiveness. As we know that the cost of advertisement is high, so this process involved a huge amount of scrutiny, huge amount of testing part. So after the clearance of this test, they make a post-testing. That means after the launch of as we have discussed beforehand, that research can be done in two ways: before the launch of the advertisement and after the launch of advertisement. That is pre-campaigning and post-campaigning part. So the post-testing, that means the reaction of the consumer, how the consumer is reacting. Finally, that is the effect of sales. So people or the organization advertise to reach with more audiences, to reach with more public. That means the sole purpose of advertisement is to hire the sale of the organization. So finally it looks over that whether that advertisement is effective or not is determined with the help of the sale of the product. So now we will be moving on to the next part. Now talking about the strategic decision, creative strategy, and the tactical execution. So talking about the strategic decision, first of all, for creating an advertising campaign, they sets an objective. After setting the objective, they defines the target market. After the defining target market, they determine the appropriations, that means the content of that particular advertisement. After content, they decide how to craft that message, that means it's the deciding message strategy. After deciding message strategy, what to craft and how to craft, they determine where to craft or where to deliver the advertise. That means it's depending on the decision making of the media strategy. After that, they coordinate with other market factors. So this final part is very much essential part, which we have not discussed in the guideline part, because the strategic decision and guideline, though synonymous, but it's a bit difference. That means this is the guidelines are the theoretical part, but strategic decision deals with the other market factors. So there is a difference between theory and practical part, right? Now talking about the strategic decision, these are the strategic decisions. Finally, starting from the setting objective, finally with the coordination with other market factors. Now talking about the creative strategy. With creative advertisement can be divided into two parts. First part is the dogmatic approach, and the second part is the emotional approach. And you guys can see over here that dogmatic approach means why to buy the product. It means the advertisers mention the reason to buy the product, and emotional approach means the advertisers plays with the emotion, the psychological part of the consumers. That means the example of the Cadbury, kiss me, close your eyes and miss me. I pardon my voice, but still, jokes apart. So creative advertisement, the advertisement's creativity can be divided into two parts. One is dogmatic approach, why to buy that product, and the other one is the emotional approach. That means the Cadbury's approach, the Manforce condoms approach. So now talking about the tactical execution, as we know that planning without execution is hallucination. So we must plan as well as we must execute the plan. So the main tactical executions are the setting budget, the establishing control, the writing and producing advertisement and commercials, finally selecting and scheduling media vehicles. Thank you guys for watching this episode. Keep supporting At Ease No Media.